with the very latest where you are now. It's the ITV News.
Hello again. Now the ITV News in London. Unvaccinated mothers who suffered with severe COVID-19 during their pregnancies have spoken out about what they call terrifying experiences in a new video from the NHS. They're urging pregnant women who are yet to get the jab to do so. Lauren Hall has spoken to one mother from Surrey who is in the campaign video.
Symptoms started to arise and they were quite bad. They were starting to worsen.
They think the COVID did affect my placenta and the cord to the baby, so she was lacking oxygen.
My family lived through every day. They lived through the phone calls of being told that, that I may not survive.
3 women with one hard-hitting message. It's hoped this new campaign video will encourage pregnant women to get vaccinated to protect themselves and their babies from COVID-19. Christina Roshan from Guildford wanted to share her experience. She ended up seriously ill in hospital and her daughter had to be delivered by emergency caesarean. She had wanted the vaccine but wasn't able to get it.
If I had the vaccine, then I wouldn't have been hospitalised the way I was. I wouldn't have had the symptoms so severely. If I had the choice again, or the chance, I would have had it, just so that I'd avoid these complications, future, God knows, complications that's going to happen now for myself and her.
98% of pregnant women in hospital with COVID symptoms are unvaccinated, and they account for nearly 1 in 5 of the most critically ill COVID patients. Professor Asma Khalil is keen to reassure women that the vaccines are safe and can be given at any stage in a pregnancy.
It's really worrying that a large number of pregnant women have not had their vaccines, because we know that the vaccine is effective and safe during pregnancy. The best way to protect yourself and your baby is to get the COVID vaccine.
Christina is finally home with baby Ariella, who's now 7 weeks old. They're both still recovering, which is why Christina's so keen to raise awareness and encourage women to think about getting vaccinated for their sake and their babies. Lauren Hall, ITV News.
A man from London who used an online dating agency to con a victim out of thousands of pounds will be sentenced next year. Osaji Agbonahan struck up a 10-month relationship with a victim last year. He also targeted hundreds of others, including a terminally ill patient. He's pleaded guilty to charges relating to fraud and money laundering and will be sentenced next year. There'll be more disruption for Londoners this evening as workers on 2 tube lines go on strike. Workers from the Night Tube, Victoria and Central lines are walking out in a dispute over working hours. It starts at 7 this evening. A look at sport now and the big weekend ahead for Chelsea and Arsenal women.
Small businesses and local teams, the heart of our communities. eBay sponsors ITV Regional Sport Reports.
The Blues take on the Gunners in the FA Cup final tomorrow, which was postponed from the end of last season because of COVID. The match will be played at Wembley Stadium.
I think when I'm walking out, it's going to be all about the game, all about starting right, getting the tactical things right, just starting the game the way we want it to.
I think it's a great time to play a cup final, and yeah, we're all excited to be a part of it. And you obviously play at Wembley and play against one of the best teams, and yeah, I can't wait for it.
And in the men's Premier League, West Ham defeated Chelsea in a 3-2 victory at home. Arthur Masaku scored their winning goal, swerving the ball into the net with 3 minutes left of the game. And Watford are currently playing against Manchester City at home. The Hornets are losing 2-0 after goals from Sterling and Silva. And finally, Michaela Cole has picked up yet another award. She has been honoured at this year's Women in Film and TV Awards. The London actress won the Screen Skills Writing Gong at the 30th anniversary of the awards yesterday. Time for a look at the weather with Helen.
feels like home, whatever the weather. Valent Boilers and Heat Pumps sponsors ITV London Weekend Weather.
Hello again, a very good evening to you. Well, after the perky sunshine of Saturday, looking decidedly damp moving forward. At first for Sunday, cool, cloudy and a fair few showers before our next bout of prolonged wet and windy weather through the first portion of next week. For now, this area of low pressure slipping away, bringing those showers, a brief ridge of high, but you can see not making much progress. Monday morning, Tuesday morning, our next front's heading in from the west, and then this deepening area of low pressure really sticking around through the middle of next week. So frequently strong winds out there, and of course spells of heavy rain too. At the moment, still a couple of showers niggling towards northern areas, these slipping south through what remains of this evening and overnight, clouding over as well, but actually the strengthening breeze helping to keep our temperatures away from too much in the way of frost and ice first thing tomorrow morning. But generally a very different feel to Sunday. By and large, it'll be quite grey out there, plenty of cloud. You can see eastern areas especially bearing the brunt of these fairly hefty showers at times. They will be hit and miss though, just the room for a little bit of brightness later, and generally our temperatures taken off as a result of the breeze.
Valent sponsors ITV London Weekend Weather.
And that's all from the London team for now. We'll be back just before 10 to 7 tomorrow evening. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.